Ladies and gentlemen, welcome for the third match of the Castle Story tournament finale, grand finale even. This is a best of 5, so we have in red, we have KryukoV, the man who almost won the match before, but so close to the end, his opponent was able to do a sneak attack, and basically with one worker was able to conquer his base. This tells you one important thing: never leave your base unattended and always be ready to expect the unexpected. Then in green we have Notnonlokill, VT Kent, and yeah, he was able to win the two first matches, his pick and the map which was not his pick. We are on Orosi Valley. This map has only been played I think once or twice, but the last time it was played, it was Notnonlokill against Ruvente. It was the tiebreaker match, similar to now, although it's technically the tiebreaker match, but there is no tie, so it's not the tiebreaker match. There's only the fifth map, which would be a tiebreaker. And so, Notnonlokill in green is, well, the last time he was playing Ruvente, so he started over here and Ruvente was in this corner, and he was able to win after the regulation, so they had 45 minutes to duke it out, and actually they really needed 45 minutes to duke it out. And so, what is this map Orosi Valley all about? So, first of all, on the right side of Notnonlokill's base, we saw him already before use the extra islands on the first match on Kairos. And maybe he will be doing the same just again, because if he goes over here and then digs a tunnel, or maybe even chops the wood, actually both are possible, and I think chopping the wood might even be quicker, to be honest. But whatever he does, he has two crystals which he can very easily snack, and most importantly, if he places a bridge, he has a lot of resources under his hand, easily accessible. The same goes for the other side, so it might be very interesting to consider this island to just place a rope bridge and use it. Meanwhile, his opponent has the same situation out of the spawn. We can see that their map layout are very different, but here we are nonetheless. And so he can do exactly the same. We can see that those islands, they are very neatly made by the Castle Story team who went a few years back, but we can see that, yeah, basically it's roughly the same island. Wouldn't it be almost completely the same actually? I'm wondering if it would be possible, because technically if they made the map separately, I think it would have been possible to import it into the map, but they look pretty identical, but we're not going to find the 7 differences right now. But going to the center of the map, so we have this neat little plateau, which I'm a really big fan of. And actually, their spawn are favorable to use this plateau. Why? Because look, you can easily place a rope bridge over here or on the other side, which is in front of your base. We can see that the opposing base is just over there, and Notnonlokill's base is over here, already with almost 4 kits. And, oops, sorry, small lag here. If he places it, he can have access, first of all, to this crystal in the middle, which is always nice. And second of all, if he has archers, or maybe even sentinels, I don't know. But if he would put them, like, for example, I'm seeing it like this. You put down a conquering ward, you put down one pylon, you put down a second pylon, and then you spam the conquering, the sentinels. You spam the sentinels over here. What is your opponent going to do? Maybe come with an archer trying to outrange you, but there's really not much you can do. And this would just be a move which would force, first of all, his opponent to either go over the island and place another bridge, or go all the way around here, and you could just do the same around here. I mean, like, just chop those trees and voila. But yeah, who knows. From the other side, we have the other spawn area, so we have 2 crystals, well, 1 crystal on the direct left side, 1 in front, and then for the same for the other side, so there's this spawn area and this other crystal too, so technically, both of them have 2 crystals on the island on the side, 1 directly in front of their base, which basically, if an opponent comes, he's going to have to go through this. And KryukoV again with the early attack, and we have 10 seconds left, so non-aggro phase over. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well, I mean, I have to get ready for New Year's Eve, it's coming up around the corner. So 40 minutes match time is starting now. And actually we can see that his opponent KryukoV is already putting down the stairs of doom. So the question is going to be, I think this is designed to keep his opponent out. So basically, if you put this down there, he's not going to be able to put down a rope bridge. But I think it's a bit odd starting with this, especially since he could have just used any other job, but who knows. So right now we have KryukoV with 3 kits, only 3 halberdier kits, but already 2 conquering wards and 1 sentinel being placed. So we know on what he emphasizes his work. And on the other side, and he has also like 1 worker in the middle. Will he maybe be trying to dig across the mountain and go up to the middle? Who knows? But there's also Notnonlokill already with 1 halberdier, and he sees that his opponent put down a conquering ward, and he thinks maybe he hasn't put down the tower yet, so I think maybe I can destroy it. And actually, no, that's the purpose of this one. It's to serve as a scout and to see if anything is coming. And will he be spotting this halberdier coming, and will he react in time? I don't know if he can. I don't think he does, and I think this conquering ward is a goner. There we see it, 2 hits already, 3, and there it goes. And just as this, 1 conquering ward already down, and he's just going to leave. I mean, what else do you want to do? You can surely pursue this worker, but this not... First of all, you might not catch him, and you will not catch him before he reaches his base. And yeah, so we see KryukoV, sorry, I keep confusing the names sometimes, but it's really just an accident. So KryukoV already with 3 conquering wards down, so I think he's maybe planning on getting over on the other side here. Because why else would he print them out like this? Because the islands are a safe bet, if you ask me. Your opponent, to reach them, needs to build a bridge, and I think it's very complicated to do so. And actually we can see Notnonlokill again with the strategy of just building his little trench, and we saw before it worked magnificently well. None of his opponents was able, there were 5 halberdiers here, they were not able to reach it and destroy anything in time. So I think it's just a wonderful piece of nugget of strategy which he discovered. And I'm very curious to see if there's maybe something else or something new he's going to discover as well. Also, we can see he used his strategy before, the sentinel, on the crystal tower, if you can call it like this. But also now he's supplementing it with a tower because he noticed before that even though he put down the sentinels around his crystals, there was no real advantage if he's hiding behind the base. And actually this is the same thing he did in his opponent's base. That's why Notnonlokill is making 3 crystals high, and we can see here on the minimap 1 halberdier again trying to destroy the conquering ward, but this time KryukoV learned from his past mistakes and he's not going to let them, and 1 halberdier is even pursuing him. And now we're going back to his base. Whoops, it was wrong base for a second here. And now what are we seeing here? So we're having 2, 3, 6 helmets, but enough lances. So I think there are 6 kits ready for KryukoV, and there are even 2 kits in the field, so technically he's at 8 kits. And there comes a healing ward as well. This is very interesting. This is the first time he uses a healing ward like this. So okay, so I think that Notnonlokill will be using this conquering ward, this healing ward, and the sentinel here. Maybe even on the other side, who knows. But now he's calling up his halberdiers to the front, so there are 3 halberdiers on the way, maybe even a 4th one coming back, or not. We're not seeing a 4th one coming there. He just went scouting, and actually now his opponent KryukoV starts to copying him. Will it be too late? Will it be too soon? We'll see, because now the thing is, he's going to destroy it, but now the worker has to come back and pick it up, because now there's only... Wow, it's so close, and he was not able to destroy it. The thing is now, his halberdier is trapped. He has to jump down, but he's able to be killed. Now there are 2 more halberdiers who are coming back here, and there are 2 halberdiers versus 2 halberdiers. KryukoV, and now Notnonlokill. Green calls his halberdiers back, and red is pursuing them. But actually the question is, how far can he be pursuing them? Because first of all, there's a healing ward here, so this is going to be an issue if he goes there. And second of all, there might be a sentinel anywhere or even reinforcements. So this is a very risky bet for him, if you ask me. So yeah, will he just maybe be using the occasion to scout? Because yeah, again, 2 conquering wards already down for his opponent. This is a huge setback and starting to be really a struggle for his economy, because he can't keep pumping out those conquering wards all day long just for them to get destroyed. And actually, yeah, we can see Notnonlokill's strategy here. And yeah, KryukoV just in front of the conquering wards, and he cannot do anything because the crystal is basically blocking in the 3x3, so he would have to jump down and come up or even destroy the brick below them, but he cannot do this right now. And actually it's taking way more time than what he has, and actually we can see Notnonlokill already putting down the bridge. So last time actually Notnonlokill was attacking a bridge. He lost one of his guys because he was standing on the bridge, and so one of his halberdiers, I believe it was, jumped down or fell down against Ruvente, so this was kind of tragic if you ask me. But now Notnonlokill green is on the offensive against KryukoV in red and trying to push him back. We remind you at this moment that first of all, okay, so he's trying it again, but we remind you that this is the third match, so if Notnonlokill wins this, he's going to win the grand final in a 3-0 landslide. So very curious to see if this is going to happen. But yeah, now he's using his opponent's strategy, and actually it doesn't work like he wants to, so he has to pick up the conquering ward again. And now actually one halberdier is coming, but the problem is, yeah, he cannot walk out of here. This is the crystals block, so now this worker has to fight against the halberdier, and the other halberdiers are falling back. And now the thing is, one halberdier is coming back, the worker is going to die, even though the halberdier might be taking a hit. But yeah, now green is calling back his halberdiers, two other halberdiers over there. So this is a big old mess, but now mostly KryukoV securing his conquering ward and making sure that it doesn't get destroyed, and another one on the way. And Notnonlokill with 3 halberdiers, all a bit low on health. They're all on their way back. Alright, but now coming again with a counter-offensive, so he knows that they're only on half health, but he doesn't care, so he's coming back. And now we can see what made him win in the first match. It's that Notnonlokill is incredibly aggressive, sorry. He's incredibly aggressive, and he just manages to push his opponent to the point where he cannot keep up he doesn't have enough kits, he doesn't have enough people, he doesn't have enough resources, and that's why he's able to win time and time again. And if this doesn't work, he's always able to sneak one guy back into the base. We are just breaking the pursuit off because I see one guy over here. What is he trying to do? People, if you know what he's trying to do, write it down in the live stream, write it down in the comments if you have an idea, if you have a theory. Why is there an iron bar down here? This is an iron bar. Why is it down here? What are you trying to do? Can someone figure this out? This is going to be your riddle for Christmas. Christmas riddle. Figure this out. Alright. Now, Notnonlokill regrouped 5 halberdiers on the offensive once again, and he didn't even take time to heal them all up. He says, okay, you know what, you're going to heal on the way. And yeah, don't worry, we have McDonald's at home. And now, 2 workers putting down the conquering wards here. I think as soon as it's going to be put down, this is going to turn back, but actually he told him not to, and so he's going to put it down, and then I think going to start the tunnel, so we're going to switch to this in a second. But now, actually right now, he manages to destroy his opponent's crystal, and actually KryukoV trying to appropriate his opponent's strategy, but he doesn't manage it in the right way. He doesn't figure it out, but yeah, Notnonlokill, he developed this strategy, and KryukoV, it's the first time he sees it. So yeah, he really wasn't ready for a strategy like this, and now we can see that he has 2 conquering wards here, but even 3 sentinels in his base. But the question is going to be, what is he going to do? Because yeah, the reason why he keeps losing those conquering wards, and this was the 3rd or the 4th one, it's really getting problematic because there we're going to see the tunnel. Okay, so this is the tunnel which he's going to make, and we're going to be back here in a minute because it's going to be a mess. Okay, so yeah, this is the strategy which KryukoV is trying to emulate, but he didn't figure it quite out, or at least do it the right way before his opponents came back. So big old issue. And actually now we are going to see a clash of halberdiers because Notnonlokill and KryukoV both sending them out. I think they might be running past each other. And actually, no, Notnonlokill noticed it, and now he's regrouping his people into themselves. This makes sense. And now actually one of the halberdiers fighting out there, he might be getting destroyed, but actually no, it's a 4 versus 5, and one of the halberdiers is managing to get away, but actually will he die? So close, 1 hit and he's gone. But actually no, he manages to get away, but actually there are still 2 halberdiers in pursuit. But the problem is they're going to notice the tower, and they are going to be like, oof, this is an issue. And yeah, now he has to fall back. simply as that. And now, yeah, Notnonlokill can even say, go over here, chill in security. He's not going to pursue us so far, because why would he? And now actually we can see that while they were fighting, he aborted the tunnel, but just so you can see, here we are with the tunnel, so it's making some good advances, and now he's pursuing them back all over the map. And actually this tunnel is, yeah, last time there were more stones, but this time he's using 2 people. Last time he used only 1, and actually I'm surprised that this is working so well, because we can see that he's all already halfway through it, and he's going to come out around here, so he's going to put on the other conquering ward just here, and then destroy the bridge, and it's going to be as easy as done. And now he's back again. Okay, so the thing is, KryukoV manages to do the trench as his opponent did, but he didn't manage to get his worker out, so now the worker is stuck, and he's going to have to destroy another brick to get up there again. But yeah, now KryukoV in pursuit of the worker in the halberdiers of Notnonlokill. Sorry, my bad, it's the 3rd match in quick succession. We, in the casting team, we didn't have a break. Yeah, the hourly rates are terrible. But yeah, actually, 3 halberdiers, again, running back to the base. They are just ignoring those halberdiers over here. And so they are just getting back to their base, going to heal up. And yeah, keeping up the pressure. And now we can see KryukoV's worker manages to finally go out, and those stones are just going to despawn. And now, but why? Okay, so what? Okay, so what KryukoV basically did was, instead of saying, you know what, I'm going to build a rope bridge like my opponent, I'm going to dig down, and after I have dug down, okay, and put 1 iron ingot for some reason over there, I'm going to build stairs up. So this is a very old school strategy, if you ask me, because this was a strategy which people used before there was the rope bridge. So what you would do is you would like start on here at the edge, build your stairs up, then jump down, then go on the other side, like put down a stockpile and everything, get stones, and then cross the bridges so that they will be able to do it. So very old school strategy, if you ask me. But yeah, what is he doing right here? He's starting to do the same strategy, I think. Well, at least it seems like it, and it's very surprising to see him do this, to be honest. But well, you never know. And actually, yeah, there we can see he finished the one-man tunnel. Basically, we're going to go through it now. Wait, there we go. And, well, very narrow. So 1 knight and you're blocking everything, and the knight is going to win. But now, actually, KryukoV with the pursuit, don't trust the colors, because some people are red, some people are blue, but they might be from someone else. So KryukoV running through his opponent's, well, base, so to speak. But the thing is, yeah, 4 versus 4, but one of them just got 4 hits, so he's low on health. And actually now, again, one of KryukoV's worker, was he trying to put down a brick here to... What's the idea? But the problem is now this worker is trapped and he's dead. Falling to his grave and despawning just like this. And I think now he's trying to fill like the gap, but I'm not sure. But yeah, at least 1, 2, 3, 6 halberdiers here, and the one worker doing the same as before. So he's trying to do the same strategy as here. So, well, at least he's going to be done with the stairs. Very tiresome task, if you ask me, but at least he has his own bridge, and he's going to be able to secure the 2 how do you say, the 2 shards on the other side. And yeah, going to proceed as over here on this side. And now 4 halberdiers pushing the advantage, trying to push his opponent back. But what do you do when you are 4 halberdiers and there are 6 halberdiers in front? So there isn't really much you can do. And actually this one worker, where is he trying to do? Will he maybe try to go over here? But yeah, I think the problem is that KryukoV tried to emulate his opponent's strategy, but he doesn't really know what are the drawbacks, what are the risks of it, because I think that Notnonlokill was able to test it a bit more, and so he knows exactly what he can and what he cannot do in this strategy, and to make it work or not. Now everyone falling back, pushing him to the base. The thing is, KryukoV in his base has still 1 tower and 1 sentinel which he hasn't used, and a lot of kits, 5 halberdier kits, 6 even. And so the question is, will he try to push more, or will he just actually, because that's the drawback, just hold this area over here and just be like, well, I'm just going to hold it and stop you from pushing out. But now actually there are 6 Halberdiers coming his way, and he says, okay, you know what, I'm not going to push it, I'm just going to keep one worker here as a scout maybe, and he's going to chill, and then, yeah, my people over here. And now actually he's going to pick the fight outside of the base, and he's going to start it. And actually this worker, I think, was also used to spot here. And so this worker is basically serving as a scout, and yep, here he is going. There's the scout, the worker, he goes in, he put down the block, and now he's able to... What is his goal? Yeah, to steal the conquering ward. That's a nasty trick. The problem is, now KryukoV is coming with 6 Halberdiers behind you, and he cannot get away in time. So will this worker die? Because the problem is, if he dies while he's carrying it, the conquering ward will be destroyed too. And yeah, actually he said, you know what, I'm taking this, I'm paying this price. It's worth it because at least I killed one of your workers. But the problem is, now there's a big old melee starting over here, because I think Notnonlokill started to notice that there were workers, and now it's equalized, but they started to notice that there's somehow something happening over here, and that maybe a worker even traveling in this area. So now he just went there and killed him and said, well, not anymore. And just like this, he fumbled his opponent's plan to, first of all, create a bridge over here, or at least as long as his Halberdiers are standing there. He fumbled this plan, and also fumbled his plan to destroy, like, this island for his. But he's keeping up the pressure, and how did he even manage to do this? How did this one Halberdier from Notnonlokill go over here on this island? How did he even manage this? And now actually he only has one way out. So I think this Halberdier is really trapped. Actually, he's going to destroy the connection, he's going to destroy the bridge, he's going to try to. The thing is, he just has to kill him. There's no other way to stop him. The question is, what will die first? One Halberdier from the Halberdier hits, or the stairs from the Halberdier hits? And while this is happening, because now, basically, 2 of his Halberdiers, KryukoV lost 2 Halberdiers, and his opponent only lost 1. And the thing is, now he's coming over here and saying, well, while you have 2 Halberdiers trapped, I can press the advantage. And he just told his Halberdier to suicide himself, because what's he going to do? He's just going to die. So just jump off and go to his base and press the advantage, because now you have 2 Halberdiers trapped. Are you going to kill them just to get the souls back, or are you going to try to build the stairs? You should be trying to build the stairs, but now he's just going to wreak havoc in his opponent's base. And now as the sentinel starts shooting, he's already out of it again. Crazy match, I'm telling you. And now we should see somewhere a worker becoming with the stones, because otherwise KryukoV is going to have a huge disadvantage, because as long as 2 of his Halberdiers are trapped here, what are you really going to do? Because you only have 5 Halberdiers over there, but your opponent has also only 5, but you have 2 trapped, so you could have 7 really, and you don't. So huge disadvantage right now. And let's just check out Green's Notnonlokill's base. So he has only 2 kids left over, not much more. And I think it's he doesn't need more right now. He has all the advantage he wants to have. He has all the advantage he needs. Meanwhile, his opponent has 2 Halberdiers trapped. He does have 1 more sentinel and 1 more conquering ward, which he can use for this place over there, for this crystal. But in what time will it be used? This is going to be a huge setback, especially since there are 21 minutes left on the clock. So this is going to be a huge advantage which Notnonlokill is having on his opponent, especially why he didn't build, which raises the question, why didn't he build a normal bridge like his opponent did and destroyed afterwards? But yeah, nonetheless, here we are. Notnonlokill keeps on digging here, so he really learns from what he just did to his opponent. So what he just did was, he just came there, placed down 1 block, and then destroyed, or like took the conquering ward. And now he's really just doing the same, like digging deeper to make sure that this cannot happen. And at the same time having 3 Halberdiers here as scouts. And while his opponent has 3 Halberdiers over there, and starts to build the bridge, the question is going to be, will KryukoV be able to use this, well, stairs bridge to destroy it, and what will his opponent do? How will Notnonlokill react? Because, well, the only way he can react is by building a bridge again, but is he really going to do this, especially since there's some rope rolling here? Looks like a tire if you ask me, but, or like a donut, but there we are. And yeah, so roughly halfway through the match, what is going to happen? So KryukoV doing like his opponent, learning from his mistakes, and actually he could be placing this one down, but actually no, here they come. No, he actually, his 4 halberdiers aren't being brushed away by those 3 guys. The problem is there are 2 others on the flank, so he cannot go too far behind them, because then the 2 other halberdiers would just be able to come back. And actually did Notnonlokill spot the stairs, because I think he could just see them, that there's like some stairs coming out of nowhere. The thing is, now there are the 4 halberdiers coming here, trying to push those 2 away, and I think as soon as they are in pursuit, the other 3 are going to start moving. Yep, it's raining, sorry. And yeah, just as we spoke, there we see it, the halberdier is over there trying to rush the base. Is he trying again to go over here? Because this time I think if you let this halberdier go somewhere unpunished, he's going to destroy this stair, because this is going to be by far the most devastating attack he could do right now. So yeah, there he goes, trying to destroy the lower stairs. He's jumping down, hop, 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 and now this halberdier is having to pursue him. The question is, can he even hit him if he's behind him? The answer is yes, he can. The question is now, what is going to die first? Same as before. Will the halberdier die? His opponent? And the thing is, again, even if he's low, he's just going to suicide, because his only purpose is to destroy those stairs, and there goes the stairs connection to the other side, and he suicides, doesn't even try to take the fight, doesn't even care to do it, and he just jumps to his dooms. He knows he did his team proud, and now again KryukoV trapped, or well, not really trapped, but he cannot get his crystal on the other side. And actually, if it may console him, the only thing which may console him at this point is that his stairs to the other side might be ready, and so he could be able to do to his opponent similar damage to what he just did. The thing is, right now, he has this one crystal right here, same strategy as his opponent. The thing is, he's trying to, okay, so he's going for this second crystal here. So he goes for the crystal basically next to his base, but starting to get a bit in the middle, not this one back here, which, well, might be more secure, but now the halberdiers are getting rushed, 4 versus 6 again, 5, 1 comes in as reinforcement, but he's still going to call the all-out withdrawal, so this one worker with the Conquering Rod, being by far the most precious, being called back to his base, called back, and yeah, there we are, big old brawl in the middle, one of the halberdiers going back to his base through the side. And now he's going to be pursued. All of them are going to be going back. One of them was trapped, but he manages to get away. And now the thing is that there's 6 against 5. And yeah, 2 more halberdiers joining the fight, but it's a bit too late now, because his opponent has again control in front of the opposing, before he has control in front of his base. So yeah, unless there's KryukoV who's going to come out and fight and push him away, there's really not much he can be doing, especially since the crystal on the other side might be at risk. Also, the only way in which you could seriously counter Notnonlokill's strategy of putting... Oh, there we go here, the big old brawl in the middle again. So this halberdier is doing nothing because he was stuck behind his friends. And actually KryukoV pursuing one halberdier, but in the meantime the same Notnonlokill is doing the same to his opponent, pushing and pursuing. And now he's just calling... well, this is the problem. 3 guys following 5. This cannot end well for you. Even though now everyone is falling back, or is getting back to pursue him, Notnonlokill is just saying, you know what, I'm not taking this fight, I'm just going back. And yeah, how is this bridge coming? Yeah, not at all, not advancing at all. So KryukoV having to make huge inroads right now, and he only has 15 minutes left. Alright, so now KryukoV now, twist of fate. KryukoV in front of his opponent's base, but Notnonlokill not even letting him there, immediately coming to push him and yeah, trying to push him away. The thing is now, one of his workers again going through the map. The question is, will he be going for the crystal like he did in the last time, which I'd be finding a bit surprising if you ask me, but yeah, I think he would be going to and KryukoV immediately noticing it and trying to intercept him, I think. But there's an halberdier here, so he says, okay, you know what, worker, you can come. Worker, come to my crystal as we did before. My halberdier is ready to intercept you as long as he sees you. And there we go. There he notices him, and now he's having to jump down, and they are fighting, and I think this worker is going to be a downer if he gets caught. But yeah, now here again, KryukoV with his five people on the side, and actually, who is pursuing who? Notnonlokill trying to fall back to his base. KryukoV 5 people too in front of his opponent's crystal with one worker. So I think this worker is going to be crucial to get to here, to the crystal. But now, as he's controlling the choke point, even though there's literally a passage right behind him, this is going to be another big fight around the crystal. I'm trying to light the crystal out because it's incredibly bright. I think it's clearly too bright because now you are blind. Sorry about that. But yeah, 5 halberdiers. Now there are 6 halberdiers on KryukoV's side, so KryukoV with a slight advantage. But the thing is, here's his base, so yeah, Notnonlokill immediately reacting, sending 2 people to the front. And now, is he trying to intercept him, or is he trying to go to the base? Because actually KryukoV might have to go to the base, try to sneak through, try to destroy anything, try to do something which changes the game, because right now he's losing and he only has 13 minutes left. So we're getting close towards the end, and the odds are ever more in the favor of Notnonlokill. So we will have to see how this goes on in the future. And yeah, we can see here the rest of some bricked Sean who was unfortunate enough, and now they are dancing around the lake. Is this the swan? It isn't, but they are coming here. And actually another halberdier is here. He might get intercepted, and the thing is, you wouldn't want, if you're KryukoV, you wouldn't want to fight your opponent in this area, because this is your opponent's healing ward, so your opponent is going to have a huge advantage all the way through. So, and now KryukoV calling his people back to the base, and Notnonlokill just securing his crystal and actually making sure that yeah, he controls his side of the map. And meanwhile, while he was busy with his opponent's halberdiers, they had to rush all the way out here to get brimstone, because so narrow, so dire is the situation. And actually, since Notnonlokill destroyed the stairs, there has been no replacement here. So I think this is going to be a huge setback, because yeah, as said, two conquering wards down here, and it would have been a draw. Now he has 2 crystals as a drawback, and I think this is what I was going to say before, the fact that there is this one crystal here which is like unobtainable because it's outside of the reach. I think this really enforces the idea and the usage of the alchemist, because the alchemist can just throw one bomb and boom, there goes the crystal, there goes the wards, and this is it. You know, one alchemist, one bomb, and there we go. For example, we saw it in the match before. One alchemist, it was, I think, he versus KryukoV. One alchemist, you throw one on here, and even the stone might break. So this might be a huge game changer, but as long as Notnonlokill is pushing his advantage, and as long as KryukoV isn't able to make some inroads at some point or another into his opponent, be it either his crystal advantage or his manpower advantage, he's not going to be able to do some serious changes. But yeah, so 4 halberdiers accompanied by 3 other halberdiers make 7 against 5 halberdiers. We're going into the late game, and we're close to getting to the 10-minute marks. And now actually one. Okay, so Notnonlokill just feinting his attack, getting closer, getting ever closer. And now he's going there, and now he's attacking one of them actually, because they're all in defensive pose. And now KryukoV just calling them back, and his worker being with the head in the soil, having to jump out of it, and now he's being pursued. They're all being pursued by 7 halberdiers. So yeah, not ideal, I'd say, if you ask me. Let me just check the timer. Yep. 10 minutes. There we are. And actually, 1 halberdier died. So this was one of KryukoV's halberdier, and actually a second one of KryukoV's halberdier is now dead. Notnonlokill pushing his advantage ever further, pursuing even more. So this is now starting to get to the huge game-changing stuff, because I don't think if in 10 minutes they can respawn, and if they can't, it might be a huge disadvantage for KryukoV, because yeah, he has 5 halberdiers left, his opponent has 6. Okay, so one of them lost, one each lost 1. My bad about this. Let me just drink for a second, because I feel that my throat is starting to close and being ever more sore. Alright. Excuse me for this. And now. There we are again. So now, KryukoV in his base sending everyone to the healing ward, and now sending out another conquering ward, actually having 2 conquering wards. So I'm not sure where he's sending this one, because, well, I wouldn't want to be sending someone here. And actually, with a surprise, Notnonlokill having his 6 halberdiers but 2 archers as well. This is going to be game changing, because if only halberdiers are coming back, and maybe they're going to draw his opponent out, and yeah, I think at this point KryukoV just trying to put down a conquering ward just so that he has a conquering ward, even though there was this bridge, but which Notnonlokill was able to punish so badly that it didn't even matter, because yeah, he punished his opponent so badly for this bridge that he didn't even try to build it again, although I'm pretty sure he could have just, you know, build the bridge, get 2 conquering wards on the side, 1 walker, make a breakthrough, put it down and destroy the bridge behind you, and that's all he had to do. And even on the other side, he cannot even push or try, so to say, he cannot even make his bridge over here, he cannot finish it, because his opponent simply won't let him get to it because of his halberdiers over presence. And now the archers are coming, and they are going to start to shoot at the conquering ward. Okay, I know what you might say. It's going to take a whole damn lot of time before they destroy it. I agree with you, but the problem is, if there are 7 halberdiers fighting in the background, they're just going to switch around and make the fight favor him more. Now this is a big old halberdier melee here, and now actually one of them died. One of KryukoV's halberdiers dead. Notnonlokill starting to fall back. 2 halberdiers dead. This is starting to get huge implications, huge ramifications, because yeah, now KryukoV is having to push back, pushing him back to his base. The thing is, it doesn't really change much, because at this point he can just quite literally put down, go into the healing ward, wait there, and even if he attacks him, he's going to have the advantage. Because now let's just try to count. So I count 4, 5 halberdiers, 2 archers, but there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 halberdiers. Wait, who lost his soul over here? Actually, I think it's 1 each. But yeah, the night doesn't make it easy, and Orosi Valley isn't a map which is really oversightful, if you ask me. But yeah, the archers trying to shoot through the mountain. I like the enthusiasm, if you ask me. But now, yeah, Notnonlokill just falling back to his base, knowing damn well that his opponent is not able to destroy any of those crystals, brictrons, or anything. So he's just going back to his base, and he even has almost 2 archer kits ready, and the 3rd one on the way. But the question is, does he have any more workers actually? Because there we can see, so KryukoV finally put down his other conquering ward. The problem is, if he doesn't close this L, like right now it looks like a reverse L, what's going to happen? Well, nothing good. And now another 2 halberdiers are down, maybe a 3rd one over here, a 3rd one is down too. Now this is getting, KryukoV is starting to snowball his enemy, because he just killed 4 enemy souls. This is huge, and the question is, what does Notnonlokill have? He has 2 more sentinels, but he would need to put them down and maybe even build a tower for them. But the thing is, he just lost 5 souls almost in a blink of an eye in what can be described as 5 minutes, and he actually has classic Notnonlokill, 1 worker wandering around the enemy base, just, you know, like doing usual worker stuff, just going here, conquering a crystal while you're not looking. So, and now the thing is, we're getting to the 5 minutes mark. 5 minutes left in regulation, and in order to win, KryukoV needs either another crystal, another shard, or, well, kill every other enemy Bricktron, but it doesn't look like this is going to be happen. And we remind you, last time he was so close to winning, really close. He had the Bricktron and he had the Corruptron, he had the Bricktron and the Halbadi advantage, but his opponent was able, remind you, to sneak 1 past into his base. And now, is it going to be the same again? Because there we can see, there we can see another worker going back. Okay, he's being pursued by an Halberdier, and this Halberdier is probably going to die because, well, he already tanked so many shots, so now he's going to be dead. But the worker died as well, so it's a 1-for-1 trade again. And I think at this point Notnonlokill is getting really low on workers. Because, and there even is 1 worker of KryukoV in the base, but actually he doesn't notice, he doesn't reply, and now he's replying. So now this Halberdier will likely die. Okay, he managed to get away. But now all the archers are in the line of sight, in the sight of, well, the Halberdiers in front. And actually, is this KryukoV with a response? Was he able to use the wood? Incredible response by KryukoV. He was able to put down a chunk of wood. And actually, Notnonlokill again with 1 Halberdier on top. Actually, when did he build this bridge? How did they get on top of here? Well, I'm curious to see how he went on top, but we will have to search this another time, because right now, so many things are happening in the middle of the map. So first of all, there are the archers going back. KryukoV managed to steal 1 enemy conquering ward, so this is a huge game changer, because now they are drawn and there are only 5 minutes left. And now KryukoV with a 6-man Halberdier stack, and his opponent with a almost 6-man archer stack. They are, well, they have 3 minutes left. 3 minutes left in regulation, and there are 4 archers here. The thing is, he can, well, Notnonlokill could easily just make 1 other conquering ward. And the thing is, if KryukoV manages to put this one down, he might be winning this map. He might be winning Orosi Valley. In the nick of time, it will be short, but he doesn't put it down. Why is this happening? What is this worker doing? Worker, you need to be putting this conquering ward down, and now he does manually. Alright, so now, again, KryukoV with for the first time with the advantage. But what will his opponent be doing? He has 2 more conquering wards. He has 2 more conquering wards ready to go. And actually, did he build this bridge again? No, he did not. So where is he going? Is he going for this position maybe? Just trying to put them down because he knows that his opponent cannot put them, like, conquer them quickly enough. Okay, let's just try to figure out how Notnonlokill got 1 of his people up here, because I'm very intrigued. I don't know how he went up there, because there is no, like, there isn't a bridge which was made. I don't see how he could have gotten up here. But yeah, right now, KryukoV with the 3rd. Oh, this one doesn't count as conquered. It's a tie still. It's a tie. It does only count as conquered if there is a conquering ward inside of it. Right now there isn't. And the conquering ward is coming. But how much time is left? 1 minute. But now his opponent, Notnonlokill, was able to steal another conquering ward. So they are still, if he puts this down, they are still going to be tied. But now, is there another one? There's another conquering ward. This is going to be so close. 1 minute left. 1 minute left in regulation. You need a conquering ward for it to be counted as conquered. So this one counts now as conquered. This one counts as well. The thing is, So it's 2 versus 2. The first one who loses a conquering ward is basically going to lose the match. There are 30 seconds left on the clock, on the timer. We're going for the epic finale, so now the archers are trying to do their job. Now the halberdiers controlling it, but they know that there's this one conquering ward. They might try to... 20 seconds left on the clock. This is going to be incredibly short. Now the archers are doing their job. Another one, they're pursuing the halberdiers. They're shooting in the back. 10 seconds left. So now, if he manages to destroy it, it doesn't count as own. Wait, he put it down again. 3, 2, 1. Hold. Okay, so what do we have? We have 2. There was this one. Okay. Alright, so... Wow, what an incredibly close... Okay, so this was incredibly close, so now we are going to overtime. So... I'm just going to put the timer on 15 minutes for overtime, which starts now. So, first time in this tournament, we're going to overtime, so incredible stuff again. A bit hard to vehicle it by text, as you can see. But basically what happened is, at 0-0, from what I saw, the Conquering Ward was still inside the circle of the crystal, which means that KryukoV still had two Conquering Wards inside the crystal. I do agree, this might be an error on my side. In this case, I would be sorry. And if this is an error, I'm going to check the replay. I don't have any tools to replay it, so I really don't know if yes or not. So I'm just trying to see with what I saw. But we're going to overtime 15 minutes. So the goal here is, after 15 minutes, the player who will win is the one with A, the most crystals. And B, if they are drawn, if they have the same number of crystals, then the player with the most people, with the most Bricktrons alive. So, we have 15 minutes overtime. And yeah, let's see what the players can do, because right now KryukoV is having the advantage, of having more people than his opponent. Notnonlokill having 4 people dead. The thing is, of course, they are going to respawn very soon. And actually, another soul just joined KryukoV's camp, because as the archers are coming back to his base, he is going to have to start to make more kits, because he's getting low on kits and he has only 3 archers, although he has as well 3 sentinels. But the thing is, yeah, right now Notnonlokill is... Wait, what are they? You know what? I'm going to be back in a second. 3-2. AC forfeiting? This is the question. Okay, 2 seconds. We're going to be back in a second. Alright, and we are back here. So we just had to make some clarifications. The problem is you cannot really pause the match or anything. So both players now have still 10 minutes to go. And basically in those 10 minutes, well, one of them will have to have more crystal than his opponents. And right now, the thing is, okay, now you have 2 crystals here for Notnonlokill. So he has 2 crystals. The problem is his opponent has only 1 Conquering Ward. So, right now, Notnonlokill is winning. The thing is, his opponent will need to put conquering wards down in order to secure those. If he doesn't, well, he will lose. So, win conditions are now having more crystals, and if they are drawn, more people. If you are drawn on crystals and people alive too, which to be honest I doubt, but if you are, the loser will be the first one to lose one crystal or one of his people. So this is why this is an incredibly tense finale right now, especially since there is no defensive structure around this conquering ward, and there's only one halberdier down here, so Notnonlokill can just easily, very easily, come here and destroy two of his opponent's crystal, and just like this he would be winning again. So, one halberdier in the base, 3 archers, 3 halberdiers over here, and now KryukoV having the task of defending his, well, his empire if you want, because, well, his opponent, there we go, there we can see, Notnonlokill. Actually, I was wondering, would some player maybe try at one point to destroy the crystals, because, well, if you destroy the crystal, your opponent cannot conquer them, so why not try it? But now, there are 4 halberdiers, so you might want to call this one back. And as said before, I wouldn't be surprised if you would be seeing a halberdier getting destroyed by an alchemist, because, yeah, as said, if you put your conquering wards and your crystals like this, I would really not be surprised if you would be seeing somewhere or somewhat an alchemist who could just throw a bomb and destroy it and shatter your dreams and hopes in the same moment. So now we can see Notnonlokill with 5. There we go, with 6 halberdiers and 3 archers. His opponent, meanwhile, with only 6 halberdiers, with the 7th one being stuck, or somewhat stuck, well, voluntarily stuck, let's say, in the ground. And in the meantime, we have this one halberdier on the side, securing this, this position. And now in the base, he still has 2 workers. Meanwhile, Notnonlokill has 0 workers in the base. So he's really putting everything in this attack. Makes sense for him, because if he manages to push here, to push this far, and to destroy this one, there are still 7 minutes to go. Yeah, if he manages to destroy it, as easy as that, and if his opponent does manage to replace it, it's going to be his victory, because he has a conquering ward down here again. And now KryukoV trying to secure it the same way as this one down there. The problem is, yeah, as said, it does not count. So sure, you're keeping the advantage, you're keeping the guy, and you're keeping the somewhat semblance of a unified front and a control. The problem is, it does not really, well, work well like this. So, now splitting up his forces, Notnonlokill, I think is going to assemble back at this crystal, and he's being pursued by the overwhelming force of enemy halberdiers, which, to be honest, I think he could take them in a fight, because if he goes here, he has 1 more halberdier. He could just like make a line, something like this maybe, or try to make a line. I think it's still a shame that the game didn't add basic formations for your people, like, I don't know, just do a line, do a column, something like this, because then you could just tell all your halberdiers, do a line, put the archers behind, and then just shoot your enemy to death, and this would have been it. But yeah, well, wishes and dreams might be shattered from the alchemist. But here we are. So now, duking it out on the final map again. Here it comes, the halberdier push. The problem is, yeah, 6 halberdiers against 6 halberdiers doesn't work well when there are 3 more archers in the background just being ready to shoot you into oblivion. And let's just check if there's some other people. Yeah, KryukoV now with the other conquering ward trying to put them down. As said, those 2 crystals do not count as long as there isn't a conquering ward. So, trying to equalize, but, well, not really, because he would need another one for it to be even. And yeah, really not going to lie, the payoff of this investment on the island on the side for Notnonlokill really paid off. And now we can see KryukoV coming with the halberdiers, trying to make the difference. They're just names clashing for us because so many people are involved. But the archers really making a difference. Two halberdiers going back, one worker, one halberdier, my bad, dead, and one archer is now getting sandwiched with the edge of the map. And now... well, KryukoV pursuing him back to his base. And will his worker... yes, his worker put down... didn't even put down the conquering ward, but here they are. Assembling back again at the base. He called everyone back to his crystal just to make sure that they stay alive. And now he's trying... where is he going with this conquering ward, if you ask me? Because... is he going over here? I would be surprised. Because let's just check in really quickly with the timer. 4 minutes left on the timer. And so we have one secure. The second one doesn't count. And where is he going with... oh no, actually it's Notnonlokill who managed to sneak it. My bad. And did he manage to sneak one of his wards? That's nasty again. Alright, so here we are. Notnonlokill assembling before his base, and actually KryukoV trying to make a way through to his, because yeah, if you only count 2 of it, well, he would be closer to winning, even though he wouldn't be close to winning. He will still need one more to be draw, and even that, then it's overtime. Well, we are in overtime, but then it's well, a battle royale basically, so it would be better for everyone to just finish it right now, because the next phase is going to be really harsh. KryukoV again with one of his workers trying to do the work here, but the archers really making a difference in the big brawl of the halberdiers. We can see that the souls are just leaving their body quicker than the archers can fire the shot. And now actually, big old fight ended and only one halberdier left, 3 halberdiers in pursuit and the 3 archers too. And now we can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 people just died right now. This is a huge game changer, especially for the finale, and I think KryukoV is conceding. 2 minutes 39 left. And yeah, KryukoV left the game, and he actually also left the call. You might have heard this in the background. So this is going to be a GG. And Notnonlokill won the grand finale of Castle Story with a 3-0 victory. Maybe I can speak right still. With a 3-0 victory for Notnonlokill. Congratulations to him, and he manages to even get another conquering ward down. So with 4 conquering wards before even the end of time, he manages to push his opponent back to his base, who only had 1 conquering ward and 2 crystals with the people. So GG for everyone. Thanks a lot for everyone who participated in this tournament, and for the viewers, I hope you all enjoyed this tournament. We're trying to improve it and everything for the next match. But yeah, I'm going to ask Notnonlokill if he has maybe some words for the end of it. But yeah, anyways, thanks for watching everyone, and GG. Hello, hello.
Hi.
Congratulations for your win for the tournament.
Thanks.
Do you maybe have a few words you wish to share with the people watching the stream? I don't know, overall, just saying, I don't know, you're the best and something.
Slava Vikingam.
What does this mean?
It's Russian.
I thought as much. Okay, I'm going to have to search a translation, but yeah, I'm going to end the stream now. So thanks everyone for watching, and thanks for playing in the tournament. I hope you all enjoyed it, and see you for maybe the next tournament.